Hi guys, Ray here from City Fan TV. Hope you're all doing well. We're just waiting for the team news for the game between Porto and Manchester City. City already through, as we all know. Porto just need a point to guarantee their qualification for the knockout stages. City need a point to guarantee finishing top of the group. Some might say that's what might just happen. A 1-1 draw or 0-0 suits both teams down to the ground. If Porto want to win the group, they're going to have to beat City by better than 3-1. The 3-1 we beat Porto back in Manchester, so can't see that happening. So why bust a gut? Why bust a gut? Just go for a draw and hopefully get a draw. I think, as I said, both teams will be happy. Ivan, yeah, that's right, mate. Come on, City. Chris, how you doing, mate? Shazib, Ikram, and Chris Linley. Hope all you guys are well. As usual, if you guys see the team news coming out before me, let me know. I'm just going to wait for it, as usual, on Twitter. And I've got the Man City app as well, but they tend to be, by the time they tell me, it's a bit slow. Be interesting. Really will be interesting to see who starts today. James Higgins, hi, mate. Levi, I haven't seen you for a while, have we, Levi? But nice to have you guys back. I'm glad to see you well. Chris Linley. So who do you want? I want to see Nathan Ake. I want to see Nathan Ake. He's in the squad. Will he start? Not so sure. I want Diaz to have a rest. Honestly, I want Diaz to have a rest. He's played a lot of minutes for City. Rodri, he can have a rest. He's played a lot of minutes. But obviously, Pep wants to win. Pep wants to win, confirm ourselves as group winners, get that £2.5 million as well for winning for the 3 points. 1 point is worth €900,000. You know, as I said before, it might not sound like a lot of money, you know, going from 1 point to 3 points, but it's £1.5 million, guys. And City want, like all clubs do, you know, they're trying to maximise their income. I hope they don't do it at the cost of, you know, some playing players when they don't need to. You know, would you play KDB? Would you start KDB? I'm not so keen. Not so keen. Having said that, let's look at we played our game on Saturday. Okay, next game is on Saturday, I think. So we've got 4 days. So you could argue we could start with a very strong team. And then, if we're winning by a goal or two after an hour, take 5 players off, because you can take 5. You can have 5 subs in the Champions League. So you could start with your best team, and then, you know, if you are winning, as I said, take for instance, put Zach Steffen in goal instead of Edison. You can take KDB off. You can take your important players that start the game. That's it. Pretty go City. James, I think Foden is now first choice for me and should be starting more than he is. I wouldn't risk him tonight. Thing is, James, what we've seen in recent times, Foden's been playing in the Champions League, as has Ferran Torres, and Foden's not been starting in the Premier League. That's a concern for me. It's you know, I want Phil Foden starting games. So team news almost out. We're looking at in the next 90 seconds or so. Usually Ikram or Faris are the ones to put the team news out there for us, but just keep waiting, guys. See if I can put put a nice little layer on there. How does that sound? Alisson is out with tight leg muscles, so young. Keep Kelleher starts. You're almost through. You're almost through, Chris. So you should be fine. Hi, Cyan. Prithvi, Stones, and Diaz, Laporte and Diaz. Stones. Why not Stones and Ake or Stones and Laporte? Rodri needs a rest for this game, and I would rest the best players, give them a chance to rest. Shazib. We're looking at less than a minute, guys, so it's just keep on waiting. So, so you got. If you want to listen to the commentary, you can go to City Plus. I think they got commentary there, obviously with a City commentator. So just waiting for the team news to drop, guys. Looks like Adrian not be trusted. Yeah, Adrian's in a bad place actually at Liverpool. I don't expect him to be there next season, to be honest. Would they want to get him back in the fold? I'm not so sure. It looks like his third choice already. But you never know. You never know. Still waiting. It's time. Any second now, if it should be out. Not out yet. Then, if you guys see it, let me know. I have City plus Prithvi, £1.99 per month. Buzzing for this game is Scott Brown. I'm not massively buzzing, to be honest. We're through. That's all that matters. We're through. Well, Man City are not putting that team out. Here we go. Edison, Cancelo, Diaz, Garcia, Rodrigo, Fernandinho, Bernardo, Foden, Sterling, and Torres. And on the bench is everybody else, basically. So let's consider that. Hey, Football HD. So there's the team, guys. No stress, Alexandros, no stress. Here we go, Cyan Garcia, yep. So let's look at that. Cancelo at right back, no arguments from me. Zinchenko at left back, no arguments from me. Can't play Mendy again. Diaz, he's our best centre-back right now, if you ask me. Garcia, okay, Garcia's not going to play Saturday, so there's no big deal. Would I have liked Stones? Yeah, Stones or Ake, but Ake's just coming back from injury. Stones, he's played 2 games back-to-back. No harm from me. Diaz, okay. Rodrigo and Fernandinho. Pep's going for the double pivot again. Rodrigo and Fernandinho for me. If you're going to put Fernandinho in, why do you need Rodrigo? But we'll see. So Fernandinho and Rodrigo. Then you got Bernardo Silva in midfield, and it looks like Foden, Sterling, and Torres up front. Mahrez has been dropped. I mean, the guy scores a hat-trick. What's he got to do? What's Mahrez got to do to have another game? He's been dropped. Nah, he's been rested, which means he's going to play on the weekend. You can see how it works. Foden and Torres play in the Champions League. Bernardo as well. But Foden, unlikely to start against Fulham at the weekend. Don't know why Stones isn't playing, but he's played 2 games back-to-back. Prithvi. Maybe they're saving Stones for the weekend. Maybe it might be Stones and Diaz at the weekend. Evening, Danny. Evening, Danny. How you doing, buddy? So there you go, guys. That's the team. That's the team that's out tonight. Repeat it: Edison, Cancelo, Diaz, Garcia, Zinchenko, Rodrigo, Fernandinho, Bernardo Silva, Foden, Sterling, Torres. Cole Wilder's perfectly good shout, that. Doyle. If you've got the legend that is Fernandinho in there, why can't you have Tommy Doyle? Why can't Tommy Doyle play alongside him? So that's, I'd have liked that. But Pep wants to win the game. We want to win the game. Bernardo, it's an interesting one, Prithvi. Is Bernardo going to play up front on the right wing, or is he going to play as an attacking midfielder, or is Foden going to play as an attacking midfielder, or on the wing? We don't know. Obviously, we're going to find out very quickly. Yeah, absolutely has. Diaz has played almost every game. My prediction, Football HD, my prediction, 2-0 City. Scott Brown, I have a Patreon, but I'm not going to use it anymore. I'm going to set up a premium account on YouTube for some stuff. So I'll talk about that another time. You know me, guys. I was always reluctant to have monetization. I put it up there because it still costs people nothing to watch the videos, but I will put some stuff on the premium because I do a lot of videos. The premium stuff probably will be, I'm just looking at how to do it, but it probably will just be people coming on to chat. So people want to get on the chat. I've seen the Tottenham lads, that's how they do it. That's how they use their premium. So people can come on and chat live. So have an interview live for a few minutes and give their opinions. The way we used to do outside grounds, for 2 or 3 minutes chatting to fans. So we'll do that eventually. Diaz top man, says Burton Road. Absolutely. Diaz is the top man. Hard says 2-0 City. Would have liked Dino and Gundogan, says Prithvi. What is the point of playing 2 defensive midfielders? I agree. 2 defensive-minded players. Come on, guys. None about this fake stuff. Or I will. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Let's have less of it. I don't want to put people in timeout, but you've got to chill out, both of you. Chill out. We're here to talk Champions League, and I've already blocked somebody today on Twitter, a big City account, for his hypocrisy, in effect condoning some bullying. Sorry, I don't care how big an account you are, how many big supporters and followers you are who are big names. If you're not going to criticize your own friends for bullying, I don't want to be part of it. I've give this guy plenty of time to confront the bullies and do something about it. Sorry. Point is, if you're, this is slight an aside, if you're not going to criticize racists, if you're in the media and stuff, aren't you just as bad as them? Some would say worse. If you're not going to confront the bullies, if you see you've got people who bullied you, if you say that, and then you let your friends bully other people, and you keep calling them friends, and you want them, I'm sorry, you've gone down a path that I don't like. And I've said I make mistakes in life. Everybody does. I'm certainly not perfect, but you've got to try. How do you get the lineup so early? It's come out on City Twitter. So it came out in the Champions League. They come out an hour and a quarter before the game starts, and in the Premier League it comes out, and in England for all the domestic stuff it comes out an hour before the game. But for Champions League it comes out an hour and a quarter before the game. And I did say Foden and Torres would start, so guys. Please, for the guys, who are thinking I've got some inside information, I said Foden and Torres would start. No inside information, guys. I expected them to start. If you follow City, maybe you come to that same conclusion. If you ain't blue, then it's your problem. Guys, just stay cool. I'm not bothered, Football HG. I'm talking Champions League here. Prithvi says, with Garcia at the back, I don't think we will keep a clean sheet. Diaz is there too. It might be Diaz who does the business for us at the back. I just hope we'll beat United next week, Harj. Yeah, let's look one game at a time, mate. We've got this game here. We've got Fulham. We've got Marseille as well. And then we've got the dirty mob across the road. Racing and bullies as bad as each other? Absolutely, Danny. Look, as I said, we all make mistakes, and we, sometimes by accident, and sometimes whatever the reason is. But you've got to try and do the right thing. As I said, I don't always get it right myself. It's very difficult to get everything right. My stance on Cavani, Cole. Look, the word he used is the same. I think it's the same word that Suarez used to get an 8-match ban. Now you could argue Suarez use it in a negative way, whereas Cavani used it in a I don't think he used it in a negative way. I've not really looked at all that stuff. But if Suarez gets an 8-match ban for using it in a negative way, then you'd say Cavani should get fewer games. Bernardo Silva got a 1-game ban for that picture, and I think Cavani should get 3. That's what it just feels like. It's going to be between 3 and 8. 3, 5, 3, 4 or 5, something like that. Look, I've not looked into it too much, and I don't know. I'd have to look at it a bit more, but I'm just thinking 3, 4, 5. Shazib, I'm expecting 0. Okay, I don't know how you're expecting us to buy 3 players. I don't know why. Honestly, is it every day you say we're going to buy players? Pepper's bought 1 player in 4 years in January. 1 player. Now, unless Aguero has got injury problems or we're desperate somewhere else, we won't be buying anybody. We won't be buying anybody at all. Unless Barcelona want to push through a deal for Eric Garcia and Messi going the other way. We won't be buying players. I really doubt it. Where do we need players? Where are we right now? Where are we desperate? Pep never buys in January. He bought Laporte. You go back and watch All or Nothing, that documentary. We bought Laporte because we were confident he'd hit the ground running. Go and watch it. I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes last week, and that was it. That was it. They worry about people acclimatizing. It takes time. So that's the only reason we bought Laporte. We thought, and we were proved right, he'd hit the ground running. He only played 9 games in the Premier League that season. Am I happy with the lineup? Dude, overall, okay, look, Walker gets a rest. I'm happy with that. Jesus gets a rest. I'm happy with that. KDB gets a rest. I'm happy with that. So some of our important players that you'd expect to play against Fulham are going to get a rest. Fantasy football, get Jesus, because I think we could hit Fulham for 6 at the weekend. Get Jesus in. So, as I said, Walker, De Bruyne, and Jesus having a rest. Excellent for me. Diaz starting, I'm not as keen with Diaz starting. But have you noticed all the Portuguese players are playing? And Brazil, apart from Jesus, is that right? So you got Edison, who's Brazilian. There's a link to Portugal. Cancelo, Diaz, and Bernardo. So you got all your Portuguese playing. Mahrez is on the bench. Top football. Mahrez is on the bench. See that Arabic, I can read. I can read that. Meme Mahrez. Ake should be playing Dupe. Personally, Dupe, I want Ake to come on off the bench. I thought I was toying with Ake. If you just come up from injury, you've been away for a few weeks, then I want Ake on. I much prefer players coming off the bench unless they've been fully fit for 3 weeks before they start, at least 2 or 3 weeks. Am I doing a watch long? No, Shazib, I won't do a watch long. Partly because I'm in France, so I'm going to watch it on my BT, but it'll be delayed by a minute, so I'm reluctant to do that when it's delayed by a minute. And my kids want me to be quiet because they're doing something on Fortnite tonight, some big competition that they're doing. So they're going to be noisy as anything. And I think that starts while I'm watching the football. Oh, it's an event. They're telling me it's an event. It's a big Fortnite event. I think one of my lads did this a few months ago and he did reasonably well. But they want me to be quiet. Yeah, they don't want me shouting during at the screen. So I'll leave them to it. Don't you think Bernardo incident is ridiculous? Yes, I did. Cole. It's look. I mean, and that's just my personal view of it. My personal view of it was there's nothing wrong. That's my personal view. There's going to be people who are not bothered, people who are offended. I don't know. I don't know where the line is. Is Aguero hurt again? I think his knee played up a bit, maybe just flared up. But they said he's fit, but he's just resting him. So I can't see him starting against United. He's not even in the squad. The United game is going to be tough for Aguero to start. There's 2 games. I don't expect him to start, even if he's ready for to play a part against Fulham or against Marseille. Why is Mahrez not there, says Ibtisam. He's been rested, Ibtisam. He's been saved for the weekend. So Mahrez is on the bench. On the comments here, you're only allowed, I think it's 200 characters. So it finished at but it's I missed out Mahrez and Tommy Doyle. But Mahrez and Tommy Doyle are there as well. I would have played Edison, Cancelo, Laporte, Stones, Fernandinho. So why would you play Rodri? Rodri does not need to be there. Rodri doesn't need to be there. What's your defence do? You got Edison in goal, Cancelo at right back, Laporte, Stones. Where's Fernandinho playing? You got no left back. unless you're playing Cancelo there, then you've got no right back. I don't know what you're doing. Hi, Sergio. Sergio KDB. I mean, can you imagine a player that was a mix of Sergio and Kevin De Bruyne? Can you imagine that? Why does Garcia get started over Laporte or Ake? For me, Mr. Roll-Up, Ake, I'd say, yeah, look, the guy's just come back from injury. I don't want him to start. Get him off the bench. That's the way for Ake to come back. For me, Laporte, I don't know why he's above Laporte. I just think we don't need to put everybody out. And if you're going to put your top centre back out in Diaz, then you don't need to have your next best in Laporte or Ake or Stones. Big Nat for Bernardo. He's been woefully out of form yet. Burton Road fever forever. I think he's had one decent game for City, one decent game for Portugal this season. Not that I watch Portugal. Am I Pep in or out? I'm Pep shake. It's all about, Sergio. No, look, I said I wanted Pep to renew his contract. He's done that. So there's no question about that with me. I said I want Pep to renew. I want that certainty, but I want him to do the business. So it's a difficult situation. It's not too late because he can walk away anytime he likes. So I'm a Pep in, but we've got to improve. And, if we end up like we did in his first season, is that good enough? No, it isn't. Cole says, I'd rather Ake and Laporte playing 45 minutes each than Garcia playing. I understand that, Cole. Pep and his Spanish bias, says Daz. Ake needs... No, Ake, I would much rather Ake come on for 15, 20 minutes at the end, slowly get his way back in. So I'm pepping at the minute, but I'm getting sick of our results and nothing has changed from last year. Like I did through most of last season, we struggled for consistency. My lads won't be playing Fortnite the way they're going. So we struggle for consistency. We've got to get it right this season. Aaron's not up with Garcia, but it is what it is now. Bernardo's playing in KDB's roller on the wing. Don't know, Mr. Roll-Up. I'm not party to Pep's tactics. Where would you play him? Personally, I'd play him in the middle. Oops, blooming messages coming through. I'd play him in the middle. Yeah, as I said, I'd play him in the middle because he's got a little bit more experience than Foden, and I think he's a little bit more defensively minded as well. He will be. Danny says Pep definitely who at the moment could replace him. I agree. I agree with that, Danny. No one's happy with Garcia, but if he's going to be dropped for the weekend in what is pretty much a meaningless game for us, I'll go along with that. Am I happy with the team? Ibtisam, overall, I can't complain. I'd have liked Diaz to have a rest. That's one thing. I don't like Rodrigo and Fernandinho playing. I think if Fernandinho's there, then Fernandinho's your man. You don't need him to hold Rodrigo's hand. Slowest midfield ever with Fernandinho and Rodri. I'm not worried about that because we're going to have most of the ball, Daz. We're going to have most of the ball. And we'll see Fernandinho, I'm sure, making his little bit of, not dirty tackles, innocuous fouls, to give cheap free kicks away without getting yellow carded. Torres up front, says Andrew, I think so. Scott Brown, do you think Messi will come in the summer or do you think he'll stay at Barcelona? I'm not sure what to be honest, Scott, it's up in the air. Lots of issues. Look, with the COVID vaccine, if that starts coming out, I think that actually makes it more likely that Messi will come. If we can do away with having to quarantine and stuff like that, I think if he comes, his family will stay in Barcelona and Messi will be the man who'll come on his own. He's not going to bring his family around, for 2 years in Manchester. I really don't think so. Our style is getting caught out by big teams such as Spurs. Oh, come on. Who said that? Sergio. The Rags, big team. Do us a favour, Sergio. You're likely to get yourself a permanent ban. Not even 5 minute in time, you get permanent ban, talk like that. To be fair, all the top teams have dropped off. I suspect the schedule is absolutely cool. Hi Adam, hope you're well. We still should be doing absolutely cool. We should be doing better. We will slaughter, I don't think we'll slaughter them either. They're not a bad team. Adam's not happy with the guys. Hi Abhishek Sethi, hope you're well. Andre, how you doing, buddy? Stones and Aki at centre back. It's not happening, Andre. I'd like to see Aki come on back and think. Me too, Andrew. I'd like to see what he can do at left back and left centre back. I can see tonight be fiery with Conchechao and Pep Beef. They need to win. They don't need to win. They don't need to win, Daz. They need 1 point to qualify. Okay, so I don't think there's an issue with them. You know, they were happy with the draw. Duff, how you doing, buddy? Would you say a loss is unthinkable? No, a loss is perfectly possible. Perfectly possible because we've not got our best team out there, and we only need a draw. Andre's not happy with Garcia. Rania. We don't understand Mahrez and De Bruyne after a big match. They're on the bench because we don't need to win, Rania. We're already qualified for the knockout stage of the Champions League. There's no need to win this game. So why would you kill your best players? Why would you kill your best players? Playing them too much. Let them rest. Get them ready for Fulham. We need another big performance against Fulham. That's the game we got to win. That's the game where you play all your big players. We need Fernandinho out there with Pepe on the other side. Absolutely, Mr. Roll-Up. It's just frustrating as a lifelong City fan of 52 years, Sergio. Is that all, mate? Is that all? Only 52 years. Abhishek, Sergio's still injured, I reckon, not even on the bench. Well, Abhishek, they said there was a problem with his knee, Abhishek. There was a reaction, which is why he's not included. Porto will beat Olympiacos. You don't know, Andrew. Olympiacos aren't a bad team. And now that they're getting some of their better players back, they've been decimated. When we played them last week, they had about 10 players out. They had COVID issues. I think 2 or 3 players had been away on international duty and they'd come back with COVID. And then they had a lot of injuries. They didn't even have a striker. So they had to play with a false 9. So, it's no gimme that Porto will beat Olympiacos. So Porto, or even get a point. I think they want to make sure, if they can get a point tonight, as I said, it suits both teams. When will Aguero ever be fit? That's the problem, mate. That's the problem, Haj. And you can see this end of last season, this season, no Aguero. Agreed place for a few kids with older places, Alec. I get resting players, but a striker is a necessity in a bit. Absolutely, Aaron. I really want a striker. We're going to go with Torres again. So, look, Torres, give him time. He might end up being a Thierry Henry. He might end up being, a player who's been playing on the wing all his life. And suddenly we find out he's at 20, 21 years old. He's a cracking centre forward. Sergio wants to sign Son. I want to see Aguero come back, says Andrew. Winners the league. It's been a while since he played a full game. Alex says City will get a striker eventually. It's going to happen. If Aguero stays injured for a long time, then it's going to happen. And if Aguero if Aguero doesn't come back before January, I can see us then dipping our toes into the market because we'll need somebody. We've seen we're not going to use Cole Palmer there. We're not going to use Liam Delap there. So what do you do? You buy Haaland or the lad from Everton. Which lad from Everton? How do you think we are managing the loss of David Silva? Sky Blue, he wasn't playing as much last season, but we miss him. He's a quality player, and people don't. Sometimes people, City fans disrespected him over the last 2 seasons and said he's rubbish, he's not good enough, and all that. Hard wouldn't mind Patson Daka. Patson Daka's fit. Patson Daka's fit again. Champ is fit. Calvert-Lewin, all right. Calvert-Lewin, he's all right. Hi, Robert Robertson. Hope you're well, buddy. Andrew wants Mbappe. For me, I'm not as sold on Mbappe as I was a couple of seasons ago. For me, he's dropped off a little bit playing at PSG. I'd like Haaland. Haaland would be great. Patson Daka would be nice. Lautaro Martinez could be nice. If we get Messi, will we get anybody? That's the question. Cole Wilde Harry Kane would be sick for us. Absolutely. But he ain't coming. He ain't coming. Martinez or Haaland, absolutely, Aaron. I think for me, number 1 would be Haaland, then Martinez or Patson Daka. There are a few others that are interesting. No, Andrew, we don't regret selling him because he refused to sign a new contract. He was going regardless. He had 1 year left on his contract. So if he'd stayed, he'd gone for free, or it would worked out about 300 grand or something. if he was out of contract. So we took the money. We had no choice. Lautaro Martinez is looking at a more realistic signing than Haaland, says Mr. Roll, especially since Inter lost over 100 million euros last year, if I remember correctly, Mr. Roll-up. Over 100, I think it was 150. It was well over 100 million euros. So they need a few quid. And that's a way for them to get the money. As I said in the summer, Barcelona aren't buying anybody. We should have been putting a bid in of 50 million because Inter are in trouble. Haaland fan says he could go to any club in Europe. Absolutely. No chance to let Pep need to take more risks, says Abhishek. Ain't happening. Fulham owned Leicester yesterday. We can't brush them off. Got to play a strong team to win. Absolutely. Mbappe's more of a winger. Yeah, Robert. But I'm less sold on him anymore. Less sold. I don't think we should have taken so many first-team players, but they want to win the game. If you had to give a top 3 for the season, what would it be? City. How about City, Tottenham, and Everton? I'm only kidding. As long as we're up there. Haaland is blue. True blue, Aaron. True blue. Sky Blue, I'd love to get Vardy for a season when he is his contract. Nice. That ain't happening, Sky Blue. I'm not even going to look. Ain't happening. Hi, Brian. Yeah, I'm very well, Brian. And my lads are doing all right. I mean, everybody's fine here. I hope you and yours are well too. Bernardo's not done yet. He's got something left in the tank. Martin is an out-and-out striker, though. Lukaku looks better than Martinez in Inter. Martinez is younger. Lukaku, as he had his chance, United, he was shocking at the end. Mr. Roll-up, this was a great weekend in the league. We got all the results we needed, plus a big win with plenty. Well, all we needed was United to lose. Andrew says City, Liverpool, and Chelsea to be at the top of the league. Right, guys, how long we got left? A few more minutes. Lukaku is a tugboat, says Aaron Booth. Sticking it into Romelu Lukaku. He's still got a bit about him. But it's that consistency. Sometimes it's that first touch. It's that consistency. Lots of players are failed. That's right, Haj. Lots of failed. Would you take on that basis, Haj? Would you take Pogba? Would you take Pogba? Well, if he's not a tugboat, he's more like a barge than Aaron. He's more like a barge. What formation? I suspect we're going to play a 4-4-2. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be playing a 4-4-2, guys. I don't see any reason. Guys, if you are new to the channel, it would be fantastic if you could subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out. And if you can hit that thumbs up, give us a like. Always nice to be liked, guys. Loads of you on tonight. 100% likes. Hey, unbeatable value you guys are tonight. Edison for penalties. Well, he said so, Ali. He said he's the best in the club at penalties. They just won't let him take them. Mr. Roll-up says, Cole, wait until Pep gets his hands on Martinez. He will be a beast with Titi. Look, same way Aguero was a beast when he first came. Thanks, Sergio. Thanks for subbing. When Sergio came, he was an absolute monster. That first game, he come on as sub after about 60-odd minutes or something. He scored a goal, got an assist for David Silva's goal. Still think it went off. And then he's got this his own second goal later on with a pile driver from about 25 yards, 30 yards. It was a stunning debut. I was there with my youngest lad, who would have been 3 years old then, almost 3. He was 2 and a bit years old, and he wanted to go. And I had to force him to stay for Sergio. But a lot of people, I tell you what, a lot of people had left before Sergio scored his second goal. Thousands and thousands had left. Versus Burnley, why was Edison out on the field, hold up the ball? He can do anything he wants, Robert. I'm not sold on Martinez, rather take Dak his call. Take them both. Look, if we could have got Martinez for 50 million euros, that would have been incredible. Patson Dak is about 70, 75 million for those two. One of them is going to work, and that's all you need. Yep, Alexander says I should be back after the game. It'll be a bit late here, and it'll be about almost 11 o'clock, but yeah, I should do. Negredo, was it 13, 14? Is it that long ago? Was it that long ago, Haj? Doesn't seem that long ago. Abhishek would like to see Edison on penalty duty. It would be fantastic. So many people would be picking him for their fantasy team. Thanks, Sergio. Do you remember Wright Phillips? Oh, Sean or Bradley? Sean was a top player. I would just Edison's penalty in the top corner every time, Arj. Alec, United is a game and most please won. I'm hoping we stuff them 6-1 would be fantastic. Dak has a lot of potential, but he's not on Martinez's level yet. Mr. Roller, look, he's got a lot of potential. He had that similar to Haaland. They were playing together. Both doing wonders last season. So I wouldn't knock him. He could walk in and do it like Haaland's done it. Franklin, how you doing, buddy? What's up with Laporte? I don't think there's anything up. I think just this game, easing back. Diaz, I was a bit surprised that he's playing. But Garcia, if Garcia's not going to be in the squad at the weekend, then I don't mind him playing today. Get Shawnee back. Sean Gota. Right, guys, I'm going to shoot. We've got about half an hour before. Is it half an hour? Oh, it's 45 minutes before the game kicks off. I'm going to get myself ready, eat my dinner. So you guys look after yourselves. Let's get rid of that comment. You can see my French. It's a rugby. Oh, it's just on the side. Rugby top. Oh, it's on that side. Can't get it. There you go. Get it. It's like it's a mirror, isn't it? Can't get it right. We'll win 6-0. No chance. Come on, City. Let's do this. See you later, guys. I'll see you after the game, a couple of hours' time. Look after yourselves and watch, hopefully,